again. We give all glory and all praises.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakat Kodash.
Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone and do well. Peace and blessing, to the Akim and four corners of the earth, preaching and teaching us word and sincerity and truth. And hopefully, like his brother Rab.
Brother Kamya.
Brother Kalab.
Right there, for the edification, for the elect's sake, alright? And the topic we're going to run on tonight is that the sincere brothers that in the truth, give not thy shed unto these women, alright? Because they destroyed kings. And I don't know that you might be in the truth and might checking out a girl on the outside in the world, and she have a Holy Spirit on her, and that might take you away from the Lord. Alright? So we just want to bring some few precepts to edify, to keep the brothers and in the spirit, not to go astray from the our Lord Yahweh and this word. Alright?
I precept there for you. This is the book of Proverbs 31, and so that's 1. The words of King Lemuel, the prophecy that his mother taught him. What, my son, and what the son of my womb, and what the son of my vows? Give not thy strength unto women.
Right? Give not thy strength unto women. The scripture says. Alright? Don't worship women, don't bow to women. Alright? Especially the ones that not sincere. Right? And humble.
You know, and it says, nor thy ways to that which destroyed kings.
Right? They destroyed kings. Alright?
And that is what this world is teach you. Esau teach you from a very child growing up, they teach you to be a gentleman. The whole gentleman bullshit is actually bowing down to feminism in disguise. That's what a gentleman is. Because they want to teach you open car doors, pull seats, buy roses. It's you doing service to the woman. That's all it about, that gentleman shit. Doing service to the woman. Giving your strength unto her. So everything she says, you're not supposed to tell a lady, a woman, no. You must meet the requirements of a woman's the command. That is madness. The scripture says what? Give not thy strength unto a woman. Where your strength supposed to be? The scripture, the ministry. Scripture says when it comes to serve the Lord, put forth what? All your strength. That is where your strength supposed. That is where you're supposed to give your strength to the Lord, doing the Lord work. What's the whole duty of man? You can get in Ecclesiastes 12.
I read Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear Yahweh and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man.
Serve the woman and do everything she say? No. Fear the Most High and keep his commandments. And when you fear the Most High, you would stick to his order of things. The way he set things up, that is what you're dealing with. And if it is you men out there, you manjanas out there in the world would have feared the Most High and stick to the order of things that or the way that he set up things, you wouldn't give strength to the woman. You would have had the woman giving her strength to you because that is your servant.
I read here in Genesis,
go ahead.
So Genesis chapter 3 and verse 16. It says, unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception in sorrow, thou shalt bring forth children, and their desire shall be to thy husband.
The desire should be to your husband. Go ahead.
And he shall rule over thee.
Your husband had a rule over you. Do this, do that, do the other. This is what I want it done. This is the time I want it done by, and this is what you have to do. It's simple.
If I can interject, and this precept here, I bring on this precept, right? That some bitches are wrong. Hey, they went all crazy, right? They wanted us to fight. You understand? With this scripture, and they say this is madness. They don't believe in the Bible and understand that bullshit. Right? These women have that spirit on them. I try to remember that the name was
independent.
that proud, I'm gonna say that proud, you know, arrogant spirit that man have. Right?
And just last night we witnessed that, if I could say.
Come.
We witnessed that last night. You know, we was dealing with the two individuals. You know, they didn't want to conform to the order of things. You know, they don't think that men should have all that dominance, and they're trying to twist up with words when we just saying the order. You know, we ain't saying husbands abuse their wives. We ain't saying husbands do them as you feel like, and you know, ill treat them or be a lion in your house. What we saying is establish that order. Don't bow. You know, and many of you out there, you bowed. Simple act. When they go to propose, you know, they bow to the woman. And then they go in front of the pastor, the priest, and under holy matrimony. Matrimony, when they go into that word, which you all don't do, you don't look words up. Matrimony is basically giving yourself up to the woman. It's surrounded around the woman.
Mother something.
Mother, I can't remember exactly, but it's matrimony and there's patrimony. Patrimony is pertaining to the man.
To the father.
Go ahead.
The First Ezra chapter 4. I'll start at verse 26. Yea, many there be that have run out of their wits for women.
Many there be that have what?
That run out their wits for women.
They run out your wits. You run out your wits, meaning they go all out. You go beyond your bounds for women. So as the brother going into it in this truth, you don't break the Most High laws just to please. The scripture say, why trim is thy ways to seek love? You know you're not supposed to do this, you don't do it. Not because I'm a baby, I go, alright, she said we go celebrate birthdays, we go do that because she like that. Or we go celebrate Christmas because my wife like that. And I ain't agree with that, but because she like and I love she, I will do that because she want me. Forget that.
Okay.
Many there be that have what? Run out their wits. You're doing things we're not supposed to do because of women. Go ahead.
And become servants for their sakes.
And become servants for their sakes. When they, the woman, supposed to be the servant. Go ahead.
Many also have perished, have erred, and sinned for women.
Many have perished and have erred and sinned for women. That's another what the split. You see the split between leg, that's where a lot of men get catch with. That feel good, that soft moisture. You know, they get catch with that. But the fear of the Lord is far beyond feelings. You know, far beyond beauty. As the scripture says, beauty is vain. But a woman that fears the Lord, she shall be praised. Go ahead. That's something, that's something.
Now, I was going to say some precept where it says that when we are caught by our eyelids,
As in your pocket from.
we are caught
I expect you to sing. Yeah. Go ahead. You have some more?
Now, how is it done that?
Come. Now, this precept in the book of Job, chapter 37, verse 19. 39, verse 17, so that, yeah. It says, because Yahweh had deprived her of wisdom, neither had he imparted to her understanding.
This woman don't really understand the right thing to do. Alright? They like headless chicken like ostrich. You know? They stick their head in the sand and the danger is still there. Alright? But these women don't really understand right from wrong. Alright? They are the ones to deceive, to be deceived from the beginning, alright, in the time of Adam. Alright? They are the ones, you know, to commit sin. Alright? Is that right thing?
Come.
This is the book of Sirach 9 and 2. Give not thy soul unto a woman to set her foot upon thy substance.
Go ahead.
Meet not with an harlot, lest thou fall into her snares.
No, that's what they're out there to do. Right? They come out here just like harlots, you know, on the street corners, come in a tight pants or a tights, you know, showing off all the vagina, alright? So to get men all caught up in the hotness, yeah, in the snares, in the trap.
With a snare, this is a trap, and a trap this do a restrain you. So once it is you allowing a woman to restrain, like you bounce up this woman and she restraining you from doing what you're supposed to do, you just get caught in the snare. That is what happened to you. You get caught in the snare. By the scripture says in Luke 19 or 10, it says what? The Most High gave us power to tread upon serpents and scorpions. He gave us the power. So we as men of the Lord, we deal with them. But they can't catch us in them snares. The Most High gave us the power to bob and weave.
I have a piece at the back, yeah?
Go ahead.
Ecclesiastes chapter 7
26.
and 26. And I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets, and her hands as bands. Whosoever pleases the Most High shall escape her.
Yeah, because these women, many of them, they're pretensive. You know? They're pretensive. So like deep within, they be meditating how to trap you up.
And they lie a lot. Say that they have no man and damn well they have a man. You know?
So true. Well, like I said,
whosoever pleases the Most High shall escape her, but the sinner shall be taken by her.
the sinner will be taken, but the man of the Lord who the Most High gave that wisdom is going to escape. We go bob and weave. Go through all the obstacles and then get caught. And laugh at the end. And the Most High gave us the knowledge. Alright?
This is the book of Surah 25 and 19. It reads, all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. You know, so hey.
Yeah, because sure we all die. We follow after these wicked women. Alright? You can't follow them. You can't get caught up in the snare. You can't get caught up in the beauty. You know? I think that our precept on that. Having a thought of the beauty of a woman. Understand? You get caught up with that. Understand? But these women we're sending right down into that pit.
That's
With
right.
them. Alright?
Because what a lot of these women today, they enter a lot of freakiness. So like we say, pertaining to even sex, sometimes you meet up this chick, you know, you all, let me say, you all knock boots, you know, you all have sex, and then some point along the line, she start talking about some kind of anal shit. Because that was she into, that was she accustomed to, you know, that was she did in her past relationship or whatnot. You know? I'm trying to draw you in or lure you into that kind of freakiness or that kind of vice or sin.
And if I could say, you know, you women too that harbor these homosexuals, you know, and think that is a good thing and don't have a problem with them. You know, they live in their life and you don't have a problem with it. It says in the book in Leviticus, you shall put them to death.
That's right.
Alright? Not to harbor them or keep them as friends. And we can't have a wife that have, you know, or having relations with a homosexual. Alright? Like wickedness. And you women that encourage this nonsense, especially these young boys that coming up, you know, you women, you know, can't bring up a man child. Right? They had them with this feminine behavior. Right?
This is the same Surah, the same 25, it reads, give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to guard abroad. If she go not as thou wouldest have her, if she goes not as thou wouldest have her, so basically what the scripture say, the head, right? A man is Yahweh Shai. The head of Yahweh Shai is Yahweh. Right? So the women beneath the man. The head of the woman is the man. Right? The head of the man is Yahweh Shai. The head of Yahweh Shai is Yahweh HaPorah. Right? In which some things must be done. Right?
That's where you're going to have peace through order. Where there is no order, there is no peace. You understand? And that is why in the so-called black family, the black home, there's a lot of quarrels and bickering. Even the children, sometimes they go in a home and they're trying to figure out, well, who is the person in charge here? Because the mother quarreling with the father, the father tell the mother do something, she bucking up against it, the children looking at that, and then the children think, no, they could buck up against daddy because that's what mommy doing. And that is a whole disorder there. There is no peace. Because it wasn't established with the man being the head, women and children under subjection. You know? So we establishing that order is very important, and that will be saying, we speaking to the elect first, men of the Lord, don't give your strength unto these women. Don't bow. Don't bow. We have examples, learn from Samson. You know, even learn from Adam. Alright? You have the examples there.
Job wife steady.
Because
you
was a foolish woman. He rebuked she one time.
One time. Head chopper. That's the way she had it up.
God. Well.
God reads, if she shall not go as thou wouldest have her, cut her off from thy flesh, and give her a bit of enforcement and let her go.
Yeah, she cool.
Simple. I know we're living in these modern times because they see these women, they're very out of order. Right? So basically, when you book up on a nigger woman, right? And she basically won't follow your orders or your rules, hey, you let her go.
Cut the kite.
You cut her kite and let it fly.
Because they do nothing. Right? Our piece of here is Proverbs chapter 9.
You got up.
Proverbs chapter 9 and 13. They say a foolish woman is clamorous. She is simple and knoweth nothing. Alright? As simple as they knows nothing. Alright? Everything that they feed off is out of the white man. Alright? Liberty. Alright? To destroy their home. Sleep with our next man. You know, just commit adultery. And
Careless daughters.
you know, can't just careless. Alright? But I have a precept here the way you women supposed to be doing and the manner you women supposed to be in. Alright? It says here Titus 2 and 3, it says the aged women likewise that they be in behavior as becometh holiness, not false accusers, not giving too much wine. Alright, and now you see a lot of women in the corner, she corner drinking a beer. Alright, they're drunk all over the place, you know. Alright. Teachers of good tidings, of good things, that they may teach the young women to be sober, love their husbands, to love their children, to be discreet, just keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husband. And these women out there, they're not obedient to their husband, they want to beat your ass. Alright?
Because they ain't learning them things. Who going and hand down them information?
Done.
You understand? The grandmothers that we have today, they already corrupted. They're supposed to be teaching mothers. Scripture say the older women teach the younger. But if their minds full of shit, then what they going to teach their daughters? The same thing. And the proverb that the scriptures talk about, I think is Ezekiel 1844 or 1644. Ezekiel 1644. It says that the mother is so shall the daughter be.
Yeah.
Wicked.
Yeah. That's proverb.
Because they're not teaching them the right thing. How to love their husbands, keep homes, make bread, sew clothes. These are the things women supposed to be learning.
I said chastise keepers at home.
She is keeping.
Not at the sheep corners. Right?
Continue.
Moving on, verse 5, to be discreet, chaste keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husband, that the word of Yahweh be not be blasphemed.
Yeah, so that the word is so that the word ain't gonna be blasphemed. Because the word says what? Is our order. But if it is you don't know your role and I don't know my role, how we gonna have order? First the woman must know her role. The man had to also know his role. So that they will have order, so that the word ain't gonna be blasphemed. So we're saying get yourself in order so that the word will be magnified. Because the way it's written here is what you're going to live. You're supposed to be living. Go ahead.
This is Timothy chapter 1. Chapter 2, verse 9. It says, in like manner also that women abhor themselves in modest apparel. I mean by modest apparel, alright, not only cleavage showing, alright, no short thing, alright, where a man see all up in a crack, up in a crack, alright. Modest apparel, I mean that you're fully covered, you know, from your chest come down, alright.
From your head.
From your head
come down.
With shame, fierceness, alright, not boldly looking into a man's face, you know, it should be shamefaced, you know, and soberty, not with braided hair or gold or pearls or costly array.
Right, so what I'm going to, you're not supposed to be flaunting yourself. You know, many of these women today, they call themselves was zessers. And they have one big gold chain, braids in the hair, bracelets on the hand, rings on the finger.
Can't man, all the face paint up.
Paint up. Them flaunting, they're putting themselves on advertisement. It's not supposed to be so. It's supposed to be modest, shamefaced.
And bow.
Bow. Not proud and pompous. We just call them today by Jezebels.
Jezebel spirit, that he was looking for. Jezebel spirit, they have on them. That donkey, Jezebel spirit, the whining in the road, twerking. That what these women teaching the children these days?
What you said here, right? In the book of 1 Corinthians. See, in 1 Corinthians chapter 7, I'll start at verse 20.